Hello everyone and welcome back. This video is titled Roommate Keeps Stealing Marked Leftovers, so man cooks up some hot justice. And here goes. As soon as Ellis came home, he rushed to the fridge to reheat the leftovers from last night's dinner. He was starving and tired. But even after all the warnings, his roommates had eaten his food once again. God damn it, he shouted as he threw the empty container on the floor. He knew he needed to teach them a lesson. And it would be a memorable one. Ellis was a third-year college student who shared an apartment with 3 other roommates. He happened to be the eldest and also the only one who had a car and a job. When Ellis and his roommates had just moved in, they came to an agreement that pantry staples such as milk and butter would be purchased communally. This agreement worked well for them in the beginning until his roommate's new girlfriend started to live with them. As soon as Andrew's girlfriend moved in, Ellis noticed that someone in the apartment was taking more food than usual. And it wasn't long before the snacks he bought for himself began to vanish, too. Ellis asked his roommates about it, but no one would admit it. Disappointed, he decided to end the arrangement and communal shopping trips. The arrangement was clearly not working for them anymore. He began labeling all his groceries in the fridge and kitchen shelves. But despite all the effort, someone was still taking his food without his permission. Ellis had no issue with sharing his food, but his roommates never paid him back for it. Finally, one day, he decided enough was enough and got to work. Before we continue, if you like this video, please like, comment, or subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. Now back to the video. I start tracking when things disappear to hatch a plan most foul, Ellis shared on Reddit. Mostly, it's the milk and eggs that start going first, he continued. Andrew and his girlfriend normally get up before me to make breakfast, so I get up before him and wait for cereal pouring, and I see him using my milk. The previous level of liquid was marked with a Sharpie, Ellis continued. Pretty much caught in the act, our conversation goes like this: I see you've got my milk there. Sorry, dude, I ran out. I'll get some today and replace it, Andrew responded. Ellis thought that this would be the end of the silly situation, but Andrew and his girlfriend weren't planning on leaving his food alone. I thought we had an understanding, but this continues for a few more days, he wrote. Soon, Andrew stopped buying groceries for himself and started to eat Ellis' lunches and dinners, too. The behavior did not stop, and he actually seemed to be eating more of my food out of spite, Ellis explained. I would use my leftovers to meal prep for the week and told him to stop as it was expensive as well as inconvenient. Go into the refrigerator, and it's gone. Looked in the trash can, and there was my chicken tenders container, he wrote. It was at that moment that Ellis decided it was time to put a stop to it. He picked up an unmarked jar in the fridge and carefully inspected it. I carefully opened the sandwich. He continued. I needed something slow-acting since I didn't want just one bite. Hey, that's spicy. No. I wanted this to build and then knock him down. So I picked one sauce containing the Bajalokia and Moruga scorpion chili peppers, he continued. Both were at one time considered the hottest peppers in the world by Guinness Book. But that wasn't the end. I used a lot of it, but it was worth it, but I wasn't done. Haha. No. Ellis wrote. I took out some dried Reaper and Ghost chilies from the refrigerator, which I use for chili and jarring pickles. I cut them up into fine pieces using latex gloves, eye goggles, and a mask. Then, I sprinkled them onto the sandwich, Ellis continued. I took extra care to place the sub right at the front of the refrigerator. Finally, at around 10:50 p.m., I hear heavy breathing like a dog panting loudly and hear the sounds of shoes squeaking, almost like somebody was playing basketball. Then I go in and see Andrew, sweating heavily, stumbling down the counter, and breathing up a hurricane. He resembled a fish out of the water on a hot sidewalk, he continued. I point towards him and say, You! Stop stealing my damn lunch. It turned out that Andrew was sharing the sandwich with his girlfriend, Anna. Her eyes were filled with tears, and her face was bright red. But Ellis didn't feel bad for them. He knew they both deserved it. That's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. As always, if you like this video, please like, comment, or subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video.